Hey you guys, it's Molly with Design Loves Detail, and today's the big day. We are going to tour the flip house all the way through to see how it turned out. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified of future videos. We're happy to have you guys here. We'd love to get a comment from you and like if you like the video. We will also be sharing these different spaces over on my website, designlovesdetail.com, where you can sign up for our e-newsletter. Find me at Design Loves Detail on Instagram, where I share daily deals. Lots of stuff going on there. Today, because we're covering so much ground going through the whole house, you'll want to go back to the individual videos for each space where the products are linked in that description for the front porch, living room, whatever you're looking for. If you check out that video, it will be in the video description there. We are going to get on the tour, and we're starting with this outside space. This patio before was just kind of bland, and that house color, remember the house color? It was just like, man, it was so weird. It was kind of a mustard orange. This is just a, I don't know who liked that color, but it looks, I think, a lot more updated, a lot more fresh now that we've gotten this Revere pewter by Benjamin Moore. Definitely a way more neutral, and it's kind of nice because it's a grayish, so it's between being a gray and a tan. So let's come inside, show you all the good stuff in here. This room, as we enter, is my favorite. I love that we added a whole bunch of storage space, and then also just that this whole thing is kind of now collectively a wow moment. With opening up the walls too, it made such a huge difference in the feel of the space, and it really modernized the home for, I think, the modern family. This kind of home is perfect for entertaining, and it does give you this whole living area that could be like for conversation, could be for a TV. We didn't put a TV in, but it would also be a great place for a TV with this entertainment center setup. And then right over on this side, we've got the dining room that is close to the kitchen and still kind of nice because, again, it interacts with that living room space. So if you have a party or something, you really can have guests eating and some sitting, chatting, whatever, all at the same time and in the same general space. In this kind of layout where we open everything up, we really define the spaces by furniture, and you can kind of see that this is established as a dining space, and it's kind of what walks the line between being a formal and a casual type dining. I think that it will get used a lot being that it's just directly off the kitchen and not its own room, but it has still a feel of being its own space, which I love. The kitchen, definitely a fun room. These built-ins, you know I love them. From Prestige Woodworks, they were just such a fun opportunity to display a little bit of everything. So I'm loving how they turned out and the storage they provide. It's just such a statement maker and just so much height. So it really draws your eye up. Whenever we have tall ceilings, I like to take advantage of that because it's almost like you get square footage. It's just vertical. It's because it feels so much bigger on the floor space when you have the ceiling height. The islands, we've got two, so it's kind of feels a little bit fancy to have a double island. This one's for seating. We've got a lot of storage in it. We did it both on the back side and then tons of storage on the front of it as well. And you can kind of get a feel for how this kitchen opens up, and the main kind of functional area right here where we've got the sink, the range, and the fridge. With all of this space, I feel like you could teach a cooking class in here because it's just so expansive on this island. And I love the uninterrupted space so that it kind of gives us truly another eating area and an entertainment type surface where we've got the prep over here with the sink and the dishwasher. Sort of like this is the working island and this is the entertainment island. Really gives us a lot of options in this kitchen, which I adore. So got the pull-out trash right in here. We tried to get all of the modern features in this kitchen, bring in the white oak with that beautiful vertical shiplap detail. And then over on this wall, we've got some more awesome accent with the Emser tile in that faux brick look. It's actually like almost like a cement brick, but it's a thinner, so it's not so hard to install on a wall. So that, I think, just really gave us some interest. And we took it all the way up to the ceiling, which is, again, just kind of emphasizing that height, takes you right up to the peak of the roof there. And I don't know, just pretty grand feeling. It helps balance too, having that detail across from the giant china cabinet. It really helps give a sense of balance between either side of the space. Pretty countertops, some open shelving. I always love open shelving. And then we've got right over here kind of a fun more casual family room. So this is gonna be a little bit more loungy feeling. We did the more family friendly type of sofa over here, so it's just more casual. Beautiful option from Albany Park. I've got a coupon code for you guys too to get a discount on any sofa or sectional from them, which is amazing. So comfortable. I've talked more about this over in the family room reveal, so you can check that out. Some fun little details here with this textured coffee table and then a little bit of symmetry. We had to update this big time. It was such a crazy fireplace before. It had all these cutouts and it was just all over the place really with the shapes. It wasn't balanced at all. So we wanted to bring a little bit of symmetry and still keep it really classic and beautiful and a statement maker. So this limestone from Emser did the perfect amount, I think, of dressing it up and keeping it still really approachable and inviting. These little cabinets, of course, a fun detail. And then we're gonna pop over here into the primary suite because this room is another favorite of mine. I do kind of have two favorites, that front room and this. Because this was crazy before. It had a border and it was like all mauve and florals, and now it's open and fresh and it feels brand new and modern, which I love. We did the new light fixture, which is that matte black. I kind of did mostly matte black through this house because I really wanted, you know, the high contrast, the modern feel, but still we kept it kind of earthy and organic with these warmer neutrals, layers, like you'll see with the bedding, and then these little pops too, like the artwork with that black frame, so that we get a good balance of organic, natural with that modern, crisp edge. Cute nightstands, go check these out in the primary bedroom video. So cute. In here, going into the bathroom, so many fun things in here too. We just got the blinds added, which gives some beautiful texture, a little bit of warmth, because this space is really one that has more modern detailing, the kind of more gray and cream tones, so very neutral. But then we did bring a little bit of the wood elements with the bath tray, a little side table and some artwork. So just those little details that warm it up and make it feel a little cozy amidst that really fresh, modern spa-like vibe. Love that. We kept the closet the same. Nothing really changed with that, but it is a good size, so that is good. The vanity, this was one of the places that we did not change. I actually kept this just as it was in the house, which I mean, was kind of risky, but I think it turned out great. We did add the hardware to it because it didn't have any hardware to begin with, and so it looked kind of plain, but changing out the countertop, the new sinks, the really pretty faucets and mirrors. We also got the new light fixtures. It just overall feels really modern and fresh without having to change a whole lot in here. Let's go check out the rest of the house now. So obviously we talked about this family room, but also this little area that's behind the family room. I kind of designated it as a mudroom type space. So we brought in this storage piece to kind of give you a place to sit down, place with storage, and that's just right off that back door, which is awesome. And then we've got the laundry room here, and this one really also is a butler's pantry as well. So we added this huge cabinet with floor to ceiling storage. Of course, we had the sink before, but it was really old and really dated and had mauve countertops. So this was a big update. These are Sherwin-Williams gray clouds on the paint color. Then we've got the washer and dryer that are brand new. That was definitely an upgrade from what was here. And then we added all of this storage up here, which is amazing. A little bit of countertop as well. So this just goes out to the garage. We didn't change anything there, but definitely this became way more functional, way more usable space. And then we even have a fun floor that is again from Emser Tile. I partnered with them on this whole project and brought in some of the most fun, exciting tiles that really, I think, breathe life into the space and make it, you know, where every room's kind of an experience. Coming out into the hallway, this little feature is brand new. In fact, it didn't even make it in the other videos because we just got it done. But these shelves really made this otherwise kind of useless hall closet really a fun feature. We already had another closet in the hallway just off to the side here. So this one, I thought, let's make it into something fun, and it's really visible from the main living area, so it gives us a focal point at the end of the hallway, which I love. Coming into this bedroom, this is the one that I went a little bit like modern farmhouse with. Lots of beautiful light in here, and we kept it really simple. The bed in here before was super bulky, so using a more minimal matte black just gave us kind of that pop that I wanted, and then kept it visually really open and fresh and clean. And then as we come out into the hallway here, again, the bathroom that I adore is right here. It's so tiny, we'll see if I can even fit. But I still need to put the shower curtain up. I do need to get a shower rod. I have the curtain, but still haven't found a matte black rod that's in stock. So working on that. There will be one. Some people asked that in the bathroom video. There will be a curtain rod, fear not. But yeah, this bathroom got so much love on Instagram. I'm glad you guys love it too. It was really affordable. We spent around $2,000 on the supplies for this bathroom, and then it just has such a wow moment with this floor, again from Emser Tile. One of my favorite marble mosaics ever. I got the cream color. It also comes in silver and white, but that pattern is just so classic and looks amazing with that gray blue cabinet. Such an just perfect combination, if I do say so myself. All right, so that's all updated. Now we just have one bedroom left. Coming into the last bedroom, this one is such a gorgeous one too. I love it because it has the door that goes outside, so I'm going to show you the outside spaces after this. But definitely brought in a lot of texture. It's more neutral in here, but bringing in these nightstands that have just that little bit of cane detail, and then the woven headboard, just so fun and interesting. The neutral colors keep it fresh and bright and open, so I do love it. And then we're going to pop out here because the outdoor spaces, though they're kind of small, I think turned out really pretty. This patio had been very neglected. It just had 2 chairs, and I was like, I'm sure we can find a way to fit outdoor dining here so it's more usable. And we had to get a little creative and put the tables up against the wall, but we can still seat 4 out here, and these chairs are just so beautiful with the rope detail. And then I put these fun pillows on there. Kind of an extra long table because I put 2 together. So some really good deals and finds to make this space happen. You can find all the links for these in the patio exterior reveal for this house. I think it turned out really cute. And then we also added, there used to be nothing over here, just a big plant, but we created kind of a little space over here that you can come and read a book, enjoy nature, whatever, maybe your fancy, but such a nice little cozy spot to enjoy where it feels a little bit more private. So I do think this will hopefully be a value add when we go to sell. That's kind of the tour, and if you guys want to go look back at some of the more detailed videos, you can get all the information you might be looking for. There's a lot. There's a lot in there. Thank you guys for taking the tour. Let me know what stuff you like best in comments below. We'd love a like and a follow. If you guys want to subscribe and hit that bell, you'll be notified of future videos. Also, you can find me at Instagram over on @DesignLovesDetail, and my website, which is designlovesdetail.com, where we have an e-newsletter you can sign up for as well to get the latest news. We'll see you next time.